Hi, this is Janice from Space to Relax, and the video you're about to watch is a replay of a live class I taught on Zoom. These classes are free of charge for everyone to join, so please invite your family and friends. They're suitable for beginners and those of you with more Qigong experience. If you're watching this video on YouTube, then please don't forget to hit the red subscribe button so that you don't miss any future videos from me. I hope you enjoy the class. Hi everyone and welcome to the class today. Today's class is going to be all about using Qigong in order to harness the Qi or the energy of the moon, because today is a full moon. And so what we can do with Qigong is we can use Qigong methods in order to help us get more Qi, get more energy from the moon. And the moon's energy tends to be a little bit more yin in relation to the sun's energy, which is a little bit more yang. So the yin functions of our body involve cooling, moistening and nourishing. So if you feel right now that you need a little bit of nourishment, if you're feeling a bit tired, if you feel like you need a little bit of cooling, if you're feeling a bit heaty, maybe you've got a red face, red eyes, you get hot flushes or night sweats, then to be able to harness a little bit of the moon's energy can really help to nourish and give your yin a little bit of a boost. So generally speaking, when we have a full moon, it's great if you can practice the day before, the day of, and the day after the full moon, because that's when its Qi, when its energy is at its greatest. So you can practice this exercise today, as we're going to, but then also tomorrow and even maybe the day after, and still get some benefit from that. There is another moon exercise in a previous live lesson replay on my blog page. So I'll put the link to that in the text next to this video when I send the replay out. So you'll have a choice of a couple of different methods to practice. So for this method today, I'd like you to either be standing or sitting, and anything that's comfortable for you. So you can practice these movements that I'm going to show you today from either position. So if you feel like you're going to get a little bit tired, if you can't stand up for too long, then what I would say is just have a chair next to you, so you can pull it over and sit down halfway through if you want, or you can start the whole practice from a sitting position. So just begin by looking down at your feet and just check that they're around hip width distance apart and the feet are parallel. You want to have a little bend in the knees so they feel nice and soft. You don't want the knees to be locked out. And then just check that the tailbone is just tucked under by tilting the pelvis forwards, lifting up at the front of the pelvic area and lifting up that lower abdominal area. Check that the shoulders are nice and relaxed, maybe giving them a little shake out and shaking out the arms as well. Okay, checking there's length in the back of the neck by tucking the chin back towards the throat, so drawing it back towards you and just feeling the back of the neck extending. Close your eyes and close your mouth, bringing a smile to the corners of your mouth. The tongue is resting against the roof of the mouth and the tip of the tongue is resting against the back of the upper teeth. And as always, with any Qigong practice, we just work with a little abdominal breathing to begin with to bring ourselves into the Qigong state. So for anyone who's new to practicing Qigong with me, you might want to just place one of your hands on your lower abdomen, below your belly button, so you can feel the movements of the abdomen as you breathe in and out. And for nearly all Qigong breathing, the breathing is in and out through the nose. So as you breathe in, begin to deepen the breath a little, drawing it into the lower abdomen as though you're blowing up an imaginary balloon. Belly expands with the inhalation, and then as you breathe out, feel the belly shrinking, breathing out through the nose. So just relaxing in the lower abdominal area as you practice a few abdominal breaths to settle into your practice. Relaxing your body a little bit more each time you breathe out. And relaxing your mind And if you find any stray thoughts creeping in, any random thoughts, any mind chatter, just observe it with curiosity. Don't become irritated with it or impatient. Just watch those thoughts coming and going. And every time you find yourself becoming a little distracted, just bring your mind back to the breath. Sometimes it helps to focus yourself a little bit more on the breath just by saying to yourself as you inhale, I'm breathing in. And then as you exhale, I'm breathing out. And then just slowly opening your eyes so that you can see me. Just with your hands just loosely by your sides now, I'm going to show you the first exercise, which is called turning to look at the moon. So what you're going to imagine, and obviously a lot of us here will be practicing this during daylight, so we don't have the moon to look at. But what you're going to imagine is that you do. And if you're fortunate enough to have the moon to look at right now, that's great. And for those of you who aren't practicing in the daylight, then maybe go out this evening, if you've got a full moon, to actually see and to position yourself so that you're turning to look at the moon. So I'm going to show you the movement first. So the movement is simply, just following along with me, lift up the arms to just above shoulder level. If you can't go that far, that's fine, just to whatever movement and range of flexibility is available to you. And then turning in the hips, allow the hips to draw the whole body round to the side. So the shoulders move, the arms move, the head moves. And then turn the hips back again. And drop the arms. As you drop the arms, just sink a little in the knees, literally just a couple of millimeters, dropping the weight down. Lift the arms up again. And we're now turning in the hips and going to the other side. Hips leading the movement. Coming back. Dropping the arms and dropping in the knees to sink the weight, really feeling into the soles of your feet, being grounded as you do this. Now, next little movement to go with this, lifting the arms, and this time as you turn, turning in the hips, and lift up the heel of the opposite side, just to give yourself a little bit more kind of loose, flexible flow with this. So you're not feeling as though you're stuck to the ground, just pivoting a little by lifting that heel. So coming up, and as you turn now, just lift the heel. And then as you come back to the center, drop the heel down and then ground yourself down into the soles of the feet, dropping a little in the knees. Now let's put it together with the breath. So now breathing in, the arms come up. Breathing out, turning to the side to look at the moon. Breathing in, arms, and come back to the center, the heel drops down. Breathing out, sinking the weight down. Breath is in and out through the nose. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Sinking the weight, breathing out. In. Turning to look at the moon. In. Breathing out. Drop the shoulders. Smile. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, if you're happy with the movement, try closing your eyes and doing it. In. So imagine the moon in your mind's eye. Breathe out. In. Sinking the weight, dropping the shoulders, dropping the arms. Breathe out. In. Breathe out. In. Breathe out. So one more time to each side, and I won't speak, just follow along. Just allowing the arms to drop down by your sides, closing the eyes now. Just breathing, using your abdominal breath, in and out through the nose. Observing any sensations you might feel in the arms, in the hands, in the whole body. Any sensations of warmth or coolness, tingling, heaviness, lightness, anything at all that you notice as a result of that movement. Now opening the eyes so you can see me. What we're going to do now is we're going to just bring our arms up into this position, which is known in Qigong as standing like a tree. So the shoulders are very relaxed, the elbows are slightly bent, and you have the palms facing towards each other, maybe as though a bit of a distance, as though you're holding, say, a basketball or a football. So not too close together, but not miles apart either. So the standing like a tree exercise was also one which I taught in a previous lesson. So I'll put the link to that in the replay so you can link them all together if you want to as a whole practice. But for this purpose, we're going to stand like a tree. And again, if you can only go to here with your hands, if your shoulders don't allow you the flexibility or you feel you don't have the strength to hold the hands higher up, go down here, that's fine too. It's just having this idea that you're holding something between your hands. So find a position, a height that's really comfortable for you. And now close your eyes. Breathing in to your lower belly and breathing out. Double checking, got that lovely length in the back of your neck by tucking the chin back towards the throat and bringing a smile to the corners of your mouth. And in your mind's eye now, see the moon up in the sky. So as I said, we could be in daylight now, but the moon is still up there. So picture the moon in the sky, a full moon, full of lovely yin chi, yin energy, which will help to nourish, cool and moisten your body. And now, your mind's eye, think about that chi, that energy of the moon. Think of drawing some of that down from the sky to in between your hands. So just maybe seeing a channel or a stream of light or energy, however you want to picture it, taking up residence in between your hands, as though you're holding a mini moon between your hands, a little ball of yin chi or yin energy. This chi is going to help to calm and relax your mind, to nourish and moisten your body, and to give you a little bit more in terms of energy if you're feeling tired and lethargic. So picture the moon between your hands. And breathe. A smile on your face. And with this, you could stand here for as long as you want. It's more of a meditative practice. But if you feel like your arms are getting tired, then obviously relax and let your arms come back down to beside body. Don't ever be in pain or discomfort with this exercise. And you may find that you can only hold the hands here for a couple of minutes to begin with. But as you practice more, this becomes much easier so that you can do it for longer. Just breathing and not focusing too much in terms of really hard concentration. Concentrate too hard, you'll give yourself a headache. So your focus needs to be kind of soft and gentle rather than a laser beam, hard concentration. Keep it soft and relaxed. Now, what we're going to do with this little mini moon between your hands is we're going to draw it into the lower abdomen, into this area called Dantian, which is your energy center for the whole of your body and mind. So we're going to draw in mini moon and yin qi or energy into Dantian. So you may want to open your eyes to watch me do this. What you want to imagine is that this little mini moon is softening so that you can just tap it and just draw it in gently. So almost like it's a big fluffy ball of cotton wool. So just really slowly drawing it in. Ideally, when you're practicing this for yourself, do it with your eyes closed so you really have that idea of it coming into Dantian and placing one hand on the lower belly with the other hand directly on top. Closing the eyes. Coming back to your abdominal breath. And hopefully feeling cool and calm and nourished. Keeping the eyes closed now, bring the palms of your hands together and rub them until they get really hot. And then placing one palm over each eye, fingers facing up towards the ceiling, feeling the heat from the palms of your hands. Going through your eyes, through the back of your eyes to nourish your mind. And then just giving your face a little rub, little mini face wash to bring yourself back into the room. And as you do that, slowly opening your eyes, allowing the hands to drop down by your sides, giving them a little shake out. So that's a little full moon Qigong practice that you can be doing when it's full moon and the day before and the day after. And it's absolutely wonderful if you can do that outside, if you can go out into your garden and be outside underneath the full moon and practicing. It really does enhance the sensations that you experience during your practice. Generally speaking, Qigong is always better if you can practice it outside in nature anyway. So when you're practicing under the moonlight, it's absolutely amazing. It really is good. So I would encourage you to give that a try. And even if it's cloudy, which it is 90% of the time here in Ireland, you will still get the benefit from it. So I really do hope you enjoy that when you go outside and you practice it. As I said, I'll put some links to related videos in the replay for this video. I'll put it in the text, so I'll send those out to you as well, because you might find those of help as well. As always, if you have any questions, you can email me, janice@spacetorelax.com, or you can post any comments in our free Facebook group, which is Space to Relax Free Qigong Group. And as you know, most of you, these classes are free of charge. There is no obligation to pay any money at all. But if you would like to donate, I give half the donations to our local nurses in the ICU ward here in my local hospital, and the other half of the donations go towards the upkeep of this website. So if you want to donate as little or as much as you want, that's entirely up to you. But as I said, these classes are free and there's no obligation to do that at all. So I really hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.
If you enjoyed this Qigong lesson, then there are 4 things you can do right now. The first thing is to head over to my website, which is spacetorelax.com, and there you'll see that you can join up for a free 3-part video series. The second thing you can do is click the link next to this video to sign up for the live Qigong classes, as I teach these once a week. The third thing you can do is go over to Facebook if you're on Facebook and look for Space to Relax free Qigong group. That's my free group where you can post any questions, and please do join the group. And the fourth thing is, if you're watching this video on YouTube, then please hit the red subscribe button so that you don't miss any future videos from me. I really hope you enjoyed this lesson and look forward to seeing you in the next video.